Good morning to all those fans out there. Well, there's a really good example of why I went to the doctor. I seem to have some issues with my brain or something, and they're checking me out, and we got to get me further checked out to the neck out. And so this is for my channel I call Living Socially Secure. And I go by the pseudonym, or the alias of Tom Z. Cruise Joad. All that will be explained someday. And what I'm doing is I'm going to use keywords that go in the descriptive paragraphs on YouTube for my videos, and I have about, I lost count, somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 videos on YouTube on about 6 different channels: bicycling, general living, more bicycling, general living, and there seem to be the weave. And today in my humble home, I have the air on, which I don't like to do, but I know we're in for quite a heat wave. Monday, August 27th, 2018, and I have to enunciate to work on whatever this problem is that we haven't really resolved or won't resolve except by death. So when you're a senior citizen, you have to stay engaged in the community, and you will, if you do that, you will talk to other senior citizens, keep your skills up. If you just sit inside and watch the tube, you're just watching your death. So I engage myself with hiking. I live right near the Appalachian Trail. I ride my bike 3 to 6 days a week. I need 1 day of rest, so my muscles cannot be totally maxed out thereby. You need elasticity in your muscles and everything else. And you need elasticity in your brain and elasticity in your budget. So today's project, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, is 9 carrots. And what I'm going to do with those, so my intent is to consume as much of these as I can in a week, and that's a whole lot of nature's food, vitamins you're going to get in there, as well as it's fun to do. You have to have fun if you're going to be a senior citizen. You can't get depressed. You get to a certain point in life, and we've all lost loved ones. They're waiting for us over there. So, you know, I was looking at this and I was going to say, oh, I need a teaspoon of butter. If you have written down recipes, it allows you to, you know, not waste your food. Oh, okay, so I got a tablespoon out, and then I go, Ed, you chucklehead, Tom Z. Cruise, however many people are on the show today, I'd say stuff in here because the good people that I hold and everybody else put that there. This is Bluebonnet. I'm going to be doing some product placement. Bluebonnet. I tried Imperial 53% margarine. But it just didn't stand up as well. So, you know, there I am, like, what did I learn already today? Like, you know, oh, where have I been that I wasn't cooking so much so that I forgot? And you will forget a lot when you're a senior, because you've learned a lot and it's all stored up there. If you're not activating those things, so this is optional, and 1 tablespoon, see, I'm having no problem speaking, tablespoon of margarine or butter, But I didn't even put the noun in there, and I needed to. I keep logbooks that I write stuff down, and I have for 33 years since Keith, my first hotel GM, taught me that that's what he did. He had like 5 books on his desk at all times. And depending on what department of the hotel, he would write it all down. And Keith had a vision problem, so he had like the dentist swing arm set up for his computer, and he brought it right to his face. So in this case, already I'm doing a mental spasm because I'm trying to talk, cook, and produce. Because I produce these videos, I test them out just a little. And I seem to have lost a cup. And so I need to put the cup of rice in here, because I'm going to boil some rice. I'm going to make rice and carrot soup. I'm going to turn the music up just a little. So when I lose my train of thought, we'll have some music. I discovered I had a smidge of flour sitting in a cup here. And that smidge of flour is what we call Q. When you study hotels and restaurants like I did, Q is actually the amount of salt that you dust a roast with. Because it's very hard to measure it, and yet in cost. So you'll have to assign a value to Q if you're doing a spreadsheet. So now what I've done is I'm using the energy. I already, and there I kind of spaced. It's the second time in 8 minutes that I've heated up this cup of water. And I wanted to get started on the video and get this going because I'm going to do a lot of cooking today. It's going to be like a recovery day. I had a really exciting weekend, and I'll talk about that. And if anybody, this is going to help at least 2 people. You, the viewer, and me, the auteur. Okay, now that's right, that's the hot water. I lost my train of thought for a minute. And living social secure is about using the subsidies of American business. So I use this Nescafe Classico dark roast coffee, and you get 7 of these for 99 cents. 7 into $1 goes once. You have 30 cents over. That's a dime. 7 into 30 goes 4 times. Comes to 28. So that's 12.8 cents. The rest of that's Q. So let's put this at between 12.8 cents and 13 cents for a cup of coffee. The cost to microwave it, the cost to carry the trash out, they're essentially Q. So, but I microwaved it twice, so I got a double Q on that. Now, I'm trying to control my intake of caffeine, and what I'm doing is I let it cool. I used to be in such a hurry in life that I had to dilute it, and I ended up with, all kinds of stuff rolling around my stomach. I always check if that burner is on. I have to get my cooking shoes on. I cook I don't cook barefoot because if you spill something on your foot and you move because it's burnt, you might even spill more. So I'm a recent initiate of this thing called rice. I didn't used to like it. It was because it wasn't really cooking it. So now I need a cup of rice with not boiling water. One of my sisters gave me this excellent cookware, and I'm blessed in so many ways, and it's a blessing to have gas. Also, I can lose a lot of these grains of rice by trying to pour it in the cup. So, from 3 decades, actually, 3 decades, almost 5 decades of work there, I lost 2 grains of rice. Oops. That's 3 grains of rice. Looks like I'm going to need to get some rice. Next time I go to Stop and Shop, where do I go? I go to Giant. Stop and Shop was New Jersey. A lot of stops along the express train of life, Chief. Okay, that's a little bit more. But I put in large cups of water. So start off with these carrots. There's a lot of mental peace in preparing your food. There's this stuttering and slurring. There's a lot of mental peace in preparing your food holistically. Now the instructions say to mix this and then boil it. So that's what I'm doing. That's follow the rules. Now what I don't want to do is pour this in the drain, because that rice turned into glue along with all the flour I have, and it'll clog up my line. So I feed this to Jesus' creatures, the birds. I check it, only one bird is going. Hello birdies, I have some rice for you. Such are the joys of spirituality that I wish I could have just had the camera on my head, which I do a lot anyway. But when I opened the door, there was 15 birds that were flying around. Hello birdies, I have some rice. So the rice and the flour left over that was in that cup is now out in the earth. Totally will be organic down into the grass. The ants will come and eat it if the birds don't pick up the grains of rice. The ants, when they move through the earth, make it easy for the worms. When the worms come up, Robin gets them, my friend Robin. So that's the synchronicity of life. Of course God cares for the birds. Of course God cares for me. God has quite an inbox in the email world, say, but he's got more data going out than the human mind can calculate. The wise people like St. Francis and a lot of other people like that, they can fathom it, but we're truly not supposed to fathom it. So, being thoroughly modern Eddie, oh God, 32 people up there in my brain now. What I'm doing, I gotta watch the boiling lid, gotta keep this handy. I'm doing keywords and product placement. Now, I've never learned how to cook rice, so I have to keep the recipe right here. Okay, I'll keep that there. So coming in an estimated 13 cents for a cup of coffee, I'm looking forward to that. The boiling water has started. Since gas costs the same per cubic foot coming in as opposed to electricity, I gotta watch that, and it looks like the butter is melted. I gotta get a better thing here, stirrer. Soup spoon, stirrer, what would you call that, stirrer? So that's one of my issues that I'm trying to get checked out of my brain is I can't come up with the correct words all the time. Bring to a boil, reduce heat to low. I got low down here, okay? Before I let it boil too much. Tightly cover and simmer. Okay, now I was not tightly covering it. Now, it's exactly 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time on August the 27th, 2018. So I will remember in 15 to 20 minutes that I'm supposed to do something with that. And meanwhile, anybody and everybody can cut carrots, right? It's what you do. You got to make a love with the carrot. You got to understand the sweetness of the carrot. In that case, what I'm going to talk about here is, about 13 years ago, I went back to college at age 48, I think that's right. And I was living Social Security then, I was on a budget. It helped out while I was finishing college, because when it took me 31 years to get a 4-year degree, I'm a little delayed. Sorry, bad political correct joke, but that's why they call me special ed. So scrub the carrots, whatever the measures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Annie, Mona, Lauren, Connie, Noel, Denise, Eddie Jr., Patrick, and Timothy. There were 9 of us in the car when we traveled as a family. And my sisters always taught us. My father was the pilot, my mother was the co-pilot, and the carer of the food. One of my sisters was a disciplinarian. She was smacky, she was grumpy, she was reading, but she gave us all the love of reading. The other sister was the chief cheerleader and backseat organizer. She's the accountant. My third sister was the first artist. She was the girl who, I just remember her, she spoke French. And now she's not light, but now she's light, but she was dark then. She was our dark sister. She was the first dark Malone. My brother Timothy came along, and then we had 2 dark Malones. That's the Black Irish, and someday I'll rant and rave about that. But going back to the carrot story, so what I found out was I cut in carrot sticks and I bagged them up in plastic bags, put them in the let's stir this. Cover tightly and simmer. So I don't stir it, I just let it simmer and take care of itself. So what I did was I made these carrot sticks, and yeah, you can buy carrot sticks, but they're not the same. Yeah, you can buy this. Yeah, well I did. I bought the whole carrots. Touch of asthma. Exercise induced asthma. So I put these keywords in here. And I'm going to make carrot sticks, sliced carrots, carrot chunks. When I get a grater, I'll do shredded carrots. So by coming up with those 3 or 4 versions, it helps you use each size of the carrot, because so far, those are 2 different vastly diameter carrots. Blood ox is very important to me, and the blood oxygen room is changing because I didn't turn that on, so the steam was coming up to me and I was getting short of breath. And I don't usually get short of breath inside, particularly not if I have a fan on me and the air conditioning's on. It is cloudy out. Excuse me. And you have to use all your resources. So I want me to store in a memory bank or energy bank. When will Google die? When will YouTube go away? The 2 billion people a day that use YouTube, we're all leaving content there. And maybe it'll be generations from now on Jupiter. People go, what was up with these people? Who were they? We were the American Athenians. Yeah. Or Athenian and American. Athens was one of the capitals of democracy. So to keep this linear, I'm using a cutting board. Okay, I'm going to go for like items. Okay, so we get the fat ones out of the way. They're going to be for the candied carrots that I make. Today my goal is nothing but cooking. It's 10:05 and I will be at the library by 2:30 or 3 o'clock, I hope. It's going to cut out Pike a little bit of traffic, but maybe not. So right now what I want to do is make my carrot sticks. Okay, and then so carrot sticks and carrot chunks. Carrot sticks are good. If you don't cut them just right, you put a little too much pressure on your teeth. Well, you need resistance for strong teeth. So these are your sticks. Sticks are longer and thinner. And this is the brain activity for this morning because maybe by doing all this, the talking, I'm warming up my voice. When I first became a Hood Touch GM and I realized I had to be a professional speaker, I would sing on the way to work in my car, bluegrass gospel, because I memorized a lot of tunes. And so when the people see these videos in the distance, time distant, they'll see kind of, I don't know what one of these knives is the best. This is a serrated edge. I like that. It's not a serrated edge. Okay. So common sense, turn a sliced carrot in half. Now I have 4 wedges. Okay. But if I can get them thinner, I will. And I like to do this thing called Live the Dream. So, you know, I like to make sure my work online is as sanitary as I can keep it, between my language, keeping that stuff clean, and my food techniques. And what I'm noticing was getting a little bit of a nasal drip, so I had to go and keep tissues in my pockets. My mother always had tissues up her sleeve. Boy, did she know how she was immunizing us, and she didn't know it. That's my old school, German or Irish. Because my mother had sweaters on, so it was always cold. And up there would be a tissue. You go around and buy, you have a little boogie ring, come here! Kids are like that, so sweet. And you come over, she'd take that tissue and she'd rub your nose. So she cross-immunized all of us. You think, how gross. Not if your mother does it. Nothing your mother does is gross. I do believe almost all mothers qualify for sainthood. Mine definitely did. 7 live births, she lost her 8th. I think that baby was going to be Mary Kate, I'm not sure. There you have Denise, Catherine. Maybe I got to send a letter off to my Aunt Kate, 92 years old. Oh, the good living of going to church and getting to Eucharist. My grandma was Catherine Kahane Malone. So I named my son James Kahane Malone. Jimmy's up there in heaven with everybody. So my mother, with her tissues, was taking our germs and putting them on the noses of the others of us. And now we call that vaccination, inoculation. So we'd all have one big family germ. But we were never sick. We couldn't be sick, we were poor. Go to school, go to work, study hard. This is America. Make your million. I made $1 million. I made 10 million smiles. I got to be in hospitality. I got paid to be nice. Or as I say in some circles, see there, I got paid to be Christian. Follow Christ. Welcome into my hotel. I have some people give me a hard time when I run a hotel. I tell them I like a script of hotel. Somebody walks through the door, you're supposed to say welcome. Why, Ed, I know them. Yeah, well maybe they have a twin. A lot of people look alike. You see so many thousands of people in a year, maybe you think you know them. But if you don't say welcome, you're running a hotel, you don't know the hotel business. There's one hotel Eddie speaking right there. And Eric Danziger, world famous hotelier, when he took over as president of Wyndham Hotel Group, he told us that, that when he was a doorman in San Francisco, he always said welcome. And now, one of the reasons we say it here on the East Coast is because you don't know what the person coming through the door's native language is. And if you use that word that is translatable in many, many, many languages of welcome, you've done that. It is well you should come to our place so you can give us the money that's in your wallet. That's what in Jersey, Eddie. Oh man, there's a lot of people up here. Now, what is measurable is repeatable. What is repeatable is rewardable. I forget which one of my hotel mentors taught me that. So, I use these bags over and over, and that's okay. I'm the only one here. Physically, there's a lot of them mentally here. So this is therapeutic. I'm getting some good hand-eye coordination, some exercise. It lifts my spirits to what I'm doing. And when I want to go out, again, you got to get out. You have to socialize. Okay. I take some of these. I call these Trinity sweet rolls. Maybe you can see a little jelly in there. You look, there's a little peanut butter. And I've done videos on those, so I won't go into that part of this. But I take a small ice pack, a small bag that one of my sisters gave me, a cooler bag you'd call it. And it's summer for another month almost. When I'm out driving around, I need to keep my blood sugar up. I'm not diabetic, praise Jesus, not that we know, and I'm not, so far. But I'll have these bags of carrots. And the carrot, you can put it in your pocket. When I was going to East Stroudsburg University, 2003 through 2005, to finish my professional education. I'd have carrot sticks in my blazer pockets and all day long. Need a little something to munch on. Instead of going down to the cafeteria, make Sodexo Marriott richer. Boom, okay? Just that simple. I'm now ready. This, I will have these, and this will get consumed over, at least 6 to 10 days. The budget is thin. This will take you 7 days worth of food that I'm making. And this is going to be one very long video. It's 10:14. I'm watching for this at 15. Got a gas oven. According to the recipe, pay attention. Get a fork out. So I produced food, I produced a video, I'm having fun. That says fluff. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it off of a hot metal burner. This grate right here from the Manna made in China. Gotta love the Chinese, man. You got to. They're going to win. There's more of them than there is us. I've never really fluffed before. When I first did this, I was bringing up some burnt rice, but the recipe did say pour it until the water is absorbed. When I looked at it, I saw it was absorbed. Instead of it for 20 minutes, it said recipe says 15 or 20. I realized, oh, my gas oven, my fish and cooking stuff. So this was 14 minutes. Okay, now this I get everybody like, this is going to be some good rice and carrot soup because I put a lot of starches and stuff in my food. I like starches, it's stored energy. And the living socially secure part is about using subsidized food. So rice is one of those subsidized foods for years. I don't know where rice comes from other than Jesus in the ground. And what I do know is that the last time I made rice was probably 5 weeks ago. So there's that much in here that once I start making it as a base, okay, then I don't have to do that much. Back in the day, as we say, I was a hippie, I'm still a hippie. Peace, love, and war. We don't want no war, we want more peace. We want more love, honey. I got some girls I got my eye on for love, all over 18. That's the way we roll. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm not sure what the next step is. So I'm gonna let that rest for a little. My rice is a little sticky, but that's all right. My Nescafe coffee has come to room temperature. I had some Trinity jelly rolls. I think I had 1 or 2 of these when I woke up. They're good little bracers, non-alcoholic bracers. Now, getting back to carrots, what I have found is that sometimes the sticks aren't substantial enough, nutritious. So I came up with carrot chunks. And the concept is, I'm going to end up with things that are about the size of a cube of bouillon. Maybe slice those in half. Haven't cut my finger yet. Cut my finger at least once every time I do a cooking session. And sometimes, I got to look at this and say, is this thing still running? "30 minutes or so." I don't know how long it goes, but I'm going to watch it so I don't ramble on. But I think I am going to start another one.